Guys, this is Ashley back with another podcast episode, and we got a lot to discuss. Nicki Minaj did Queen Radio, and Messy Lee and academics are gonna expose Nicki Minaj. So let's start off with Messy Lee. He said this on his show.
It's clear Nicki Minaj and her husband want Cardi and Offset dead. And guess what? If anything happens to him, we know where to go. If you know Kenneth Petty's parole officer, please send it to me. Email it to me right now. Send it to Hollywood Unlocked. Please DM us, because I'm going to call them and send them this receipt that I got of them trying to hire somebody to come get me. You wouldn't be the first celebrity. That white hit bitch, Sweetie Pie's trying to hire somebody to the high road. The high road got tired. So now here I am. I'm going to let Michelle do that. Period. Now, moving right along. As a result of the video, Kenneth Petty now has to serve 120 days in jail.
Miracle.
He has to serve 120 days in jail.
First of all, Kenny is on house arrest. He's not in jail. Okay, it's 120 days of house arrest, which means he won't be with Nicki Minaj while she's traveling. And it looks like Messy Lee is trying to involve himself. And he just want to mess with Nicki Minaj because that seems like the popular thing to do. But this is why I told y'all that it wasn't a smart idea for Kenny to get on that camera and start making subliminal threats. And y'all would say, oh, he wasn't threatening. He mentioned no names. Well, look like he's still getting in trouble. So clearly they have enough evidence to put him on house arrest. Okay. Now, academics tries to expose Nicki Minaj's real age.
Nicki Minaj H. Now, I want to let you know that it says 40 years of age, but reportedly Nicki's older than this. She's like 43, close to 45. Okay? Just to let y'all know. All right?
And as for Messy Lee, he comes forth and said this is the reason why he wants to snitch on Nicki Minaj and Kenny Petty.
Minaj and her husband should be in prison. They are terrorizing people in the streets. You can't menace people in the streets and participate in RICO activity and think that a nigga not gonna call your car. You try to have DJ Academics beat up, allegedly. You've pressed other people about it, and there's a whole interview that somebody did with DJ Vlad where he outlined it. We posted that yesterday. So the receipts are all out there that you have a behavior of doing this. So why aren't you in prison? Why? Because people are afraid to tell on you? I'm not. So the fact that y'all got the mayor of New York looking like a, because you got this whole black man up there trying to make New York better, and y'all are basically running around like little kids at 5 o'clock in the morning trying to kill somebody. You went on the internet and said you were planning Offset's funeral, and then people are mad because I'm taking my safety serious.
So as for Messy Lee, I think he just wants to be involved. Okay. Because if Nicki and Kenneth jeopardize your safety, why didn't you file a report beforehand? You waited until, Kenneth got in trouble to file a report. Okay. But this is why I said it wasn't a good idea for Kenny to go on camera and start all that rah-rah, because now people are going to be coming out the woodworks trying to get him back in jail. Okay. And then what Nicki going to do if Kenny goes to jail for a few years? Because that's what's going to happen if Kenny keeps up with the antics. They're just going to send him back to jail. Okay? And they're going to go hard on him. As for DJ Academics talking about Nicki Minaj's age, saying that she's 43, 45. Now, celebrities do lie about their age. Okay? Because I've heard that Queen B is 45, 46. But that's because Gabrielle Union admitted that she was in the same class as Queen B, and she's about 48, 47, 49. She's up there. Okay, but she looked good. And the women in their 40s are killing it. Nicki Minaj, she looks good for 40. Queen B looks amazing. Okay, I always say Queen B is the baddest. Same thing with Nicki. Kelly Rowland, Gabrielle Union, all the girls in the 40s look good. So it really is not even an insult, because even if Nicki was 43, 45, she still looks good. Okay? She looks younger than Cardi B, in my opinion. Cardi B's face aging like milk due to all the Botox. But I think that, Nicki, she has to kind of turn this around. She has to make it more about the music and less about the antics for the next era. Okay? Because I feel like right now it's all about the antics. Nobody's really talking about the music. Nobody's talking about last time I saw you. People are still, kind of talking about Big Difference and how they want the full song. But again, it's mostly about the antics. Last year, when she kept Kenny in the background, there was less drama. Okay? And that's no shade, but, there's facts behind that. We really didn't hear about much drama last year. The biggest thing that happened last year was the scratch off and Nicki incident and scratch off careers in the toilet. So to me, I feel like Nicki has to understand that it has to be the focus of the music if she wants less negative attention. Okay? Because they're going to come after Kenny. Okay? The goal is to get him back in jail so Nicki doesn't have the protection that she wants. And even though people are going to say, oh, well, the Max and Kenny's friends will protect her. Yeah, for a pretty price. Do you think that they're protecting her for free? Absolutely not. They're getting paid. Okay? Kenny's friends are not protecting Nicki Minaj for free. They're getting paid. They're getting clout. Okay? Kenny is not protecting Nicki Minaj for free. She pays for his lifestyle. She pays for his lawyer fees. She's not getting protection for free. I hope people know that. She's paying for it. Okay? So to me, if Kenny's gone, the price gonna go up with the friends. The friends gonna be like, listen, yeah, I'll protect you. I'll go to this place for you, but it's gonna cost. I doubt that they're gonna do anything for free, especially if Kenny living in the mansion. Let's be very clear. Moving on to Doja Badu Lamar, the Demon. So the head of urban music on Payola 5 said Doja had one of the best rap albums of the year. Do I believe that Doja could win a Scammy for this album? Absolutely. I can see her winning a Scammy for this album. It was controversial. She went number one with The Town Is Dead. She's supposed to be number one next week for The Town Is Dead. She was doing her rituals and symbolisms in a lot of the music videos. She dressed up as the demon, dressed up as the devil. So I can see her getting a Scammy. Is it one of the best albums of the year? In my opinion, no. Okay? Now, yes, she threw shots. A lot of her lyrics were controversial. She went in on all the female rappers on the What You Mean freestyle. But I feel like Doja does things for shock value. It's not genuine. Okay? I do think that she do things for shock value. I think she said in one of the songs, Skull and Bones, how red are the red rubies or something. People are obviously going to think she's talking about Nicki Minaj. And then she backtracks. Okay? And another thing I don't respect is how she start liking tweets about Nicki Minaj the day before her album comes out. Corny. I'm sorry. That's corny. And I think that she knows how delusional some of the barbs are. But to me, the album really did not make me think that Doja Cat was a lyricist. I thought this album was going to showcase lyricism. I thought this album was going to showcase how she can compete with the Nickis and the Kendricks and the J. Coles when it comes to her lyrical ability. And unfortunately, I still don't think that she can. A lot of her bars are kind of ABCD. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, this ain't really leveling you up lyrically. Okay, the songs are okay, but I thought she was going to get in her red ruby bag and really annihilate, the industry. And I didn't really get that from this album, to be quite honest. No lyrics that she put out have people really dissecting, the meaning. People are obviously accusing her of taking shots, but it's not witty enough, okay? Like, no song on this album was better than Red Ruby the Sleeves. That's what I thought, Ebro was talking about when Ebro was saying, oh, she gonna make a lot of these rap girls rap. She's gonna be putting the pressure on. That's what Ebro was saying. I didn't feel like she really put the pressure on female rap or in rap in general with this album. It was just shock value. Okay, let me throw shots and then apologize. Let me mention the Kardashians. Let me mention Roddy Ricch. Let me throw a shot at The Weeknd. It was just shock value. That's all it was. Let me dress up as the devil. That's all she did. No female rapper till this day has put out a better rap song than Red Ruby the Sleeves. Sorry. Okay, so Doja gets a 6 or 7, like I said before, and she's not a lyricist. Okay? Now, fans are also saying that Doja Cat dissed Remy Ma on her album, okay? Because Remy Ma says she did not think that Doja Cat was a real rapper, okay? Now, she said in the single Ouchies, in 2050, they won't know you, Otis. 100 billions, I'm the GOAT, no eyelash. You full of Remy, now your face look tired. Well, here's the thing. Doja Cat backtracks so much, I really don't believe that this is a Remy Ma diss. Because I know she's going to come out and say, I'm not dissing anybody. I'm inspired by all the female rappers. And, when she said, you're full of Remy, now your face look tired, I thought she was talking about Remy the drink. Isn't there a drink called Remy Martin or something? So I thought she was referring to the drink. But it could be, a double entendre. But my whole thing is Doja backtracks too much for it to be really a diss. Okay? So, again, I really don't think that she's dissing Remy Ma, because I know that she's going to come out and say she's not dissing Remy Ma because she's a scary cat. Okay? No shade. Now, fans also believe that Bia was throwing some subliminal shade towards Cardi B. Take a listen to this.
I just took your city off my weather app. They don't call you for the feature cause it never slaps. Gave it back, bitches trying to rap. I think it's super whack. Hang it up, heard your latest stuff. That shit was lame as fuck. I really hurt, can't get my feelings hurt. You like what's in my search? Another verse, he try to do me dirt. I do that nigga word.
So when she previewed that, fans were accusing her of throwing shade at Cardi B. And she tweeted, a hit dog will holla, okay? When fans were accusing her of throwing shade. Here's the thing, Bia's talented, but nobody cares if she throws shade at Cardi B, okay? Because she's just not relevant enough musically. I like Bia. I think she's super talented. I think that she do make bops, but unfortunately, she just don't have a lot of hits. Okay, her last hit was A Whole Lot of Money. They came out in 2021. We're in 2023 now. Almost about to be 2024. And she still doesn't have another hit. Okay? So to me, even though Cardi B is flopping, which is facts, Bia, who is signed to a major record label, isn't really thriving like that. I believe she's signed to Epic or some label, but she's not really thriving like that either. Okay? She's been in the game for a while. She still hasn't popped off. She has the look. I think it's, the type of music that she makes. I do think that, she needs a little bit more energy in her music. And she needs a solid fan base. A lot of these rap girls don't have a fan base. So it's kind of hard for them to drop solo music and top the charts. Okay? And I also think a lot of people do think that she's fake because she did used to show Cardi B love. And then she stopped showing Cardi B love when she got A Whole Lot of Money, remixed by Nicki Minaj. Okay? And that's just the truth. I like Bia, but she did used to show Cardi B love because Cardi B used to be jamming to A Whole Lot of Money until Nicki Minaj hopped on it. Okay? And that's just the truth. No shade. Now, moving on to Scratch Off, a lot of fans are wondering, where is Scratch Off? Okay, she's been putting out a lot of collaborations, but it seems like she's fallen off just a little bit. She really don't make as much noise as, Ice Spice or Sexy Red, as Doja and Nicki. Is Scratch Off suffering from the Cardi B curse? Okay, as soon as, people collaborate with Cardi B, magically their careers fall apart. Okay? Look at Normani, look at Glow Stick, look at Scratch Off, look at Megan Thee Stallion. But actually, I don't think Scratch Off is falling off because of Cardi B. I don't think it's because of the Cardi B curse. I believe Scratch Off career started to fall off once she went against Nicki Minaj. Once she went back and forth with Nicki, it was kind of over, okay? Because she lost some of the barbs as support. And then on top of that, she leaked private phone conversations with Nicki Minaj, okay? And then, it seemed as though the label was trying to push her because she was going up against Nicki, and she said, idol turn rival. But the problem with Scratch Off is that she don't sell no records. See, a lot of these girls don't have the fan base to go toe-to-toe with Nicki. Okay, you're going to need the fan base to go toe-to-toe with a Nicki Minaj. Because if you don't, the barbers are going to eat you alive. And that's exactly what happened to Scratch Off. Plus, her last album only did 20,000, 15,000 first week. Okay? And she had low energy on that album. She had a Mariah Carey feature. Okay? But nobody cares. She had 21 average on that album. She had Kodak Trash on that album. She had a Lil Wayne collaboration on that album. Still flopped. So I don't really think that it has anything to do with the Cardi B curse, even though I do think the Cardi B curse exists. I think that Scratch Off don't have her own fan base. I don't think the label's really checking for her now that Doja is back. Their main focus is Doja and SZA. She's on the same label as Doja and SZA, RCA Then on top of that, Scratch Off kind of boring. If you look at Scratch Off, she don't stand out compared to the other girls. Very boring. I'm tired of her fake Atlanta accent. It doesn't sound authentic. And to me, nobody cares about Scratch Off and 21 average relationship like that. She be low-key trying to brag that she's the side chick to 21 average. And it's this nigga ain't Drake. Nobody cares. Now, if she was dating a billionaire, Leonardo DiCaprio, Champagne Thickums, then we would have something to really talk about. Okay, there would be some controversy there because Champagne Thickums is supposed to be having loyalty towards Nicki Minaj. So if she was dating Champagne Thickums, there would be some controversy. People would tune in. But you being the side chick to a flopping rapper that has to hop on other people's wave and is technically an illegal immigrant is not really going to cause a lot of traction. Okay? Nobody cares. Because nobody buys 21 Average's music like that. He has to hop on other people's waves like Champagne Thickums and The Weeknd and Metro Boomin's wave to get on Billboard. Okay? When he drops solo music, nobody be checking for him. And that's why when him and Scratch Off dropped that collaboration last year called Wheelie, nobody tuned in because nobody really cares. So she tries to use that as a way to get her in the media. She wants people to know that she's with 21 Average, even though she doesn't directly say it. But that doesn't really work. Okay, she's going to have to use her talent. But anyway, let me know how you guys feel about everything. I will see you guys in the next podcast episode. And I hope you guys have a great day.